Coming up on Little Kids Who Do Not Mind Their Business to Stay at a Child's Place, we are back with another Black movie, and we are covering Eve's Bayou. Journey Smollett played her little behind down in this movie. She did. And I know that adults was like, girl, your mouth, because she had to say some things. So this is, the Baptiste family. This is Eve. Journey is Eve. The little boy, his name is Poe, I think. Megan Good plays Cicely, and the mama's name, Roz, I think. Now, I've not seen this movie in a very long time, so this is going to be a very loose coverage of what this movie is about. But essentially, Samuel L. Jackson is a daddy in this movie, and he is a Black doctor. He does house calls. They are in a very, tumultuous time. There's been lots of, things happening to kids, and they're a very spiritual family, at least the mama is, and believing that, in hoodoo, voodoo, things like that. So it's a very tumultuous time for a couple reasons. One, the mom and the daddy are having some issues because it is believed that the daddy is stepping out on the mama, and Eve especially is picking up on this with all the kids. Two, because the mama is very spiritual in her beliefs and superstitious, with stuff happening to kids, she is not letting these kids about the house, so they are beefing. We also have the aunt in this movie, Moselle. She is very spiritual. She practices, and Eve is also believed to have a third eye or something like that and can see things. So essentially, Eve starts popping off at her mama why daddy ain't never home? Ain't he supposed to be home sometimes? Why you keep stepping your hand, mama? And also Cicely starts acting weird. She's spending a whole lot of time in the bathroom. She starts her period. She's getting really weird, and we're getting these flashes of Cicely with the dad. Eve is going with the dad sometimes, and he goes to make a house call at this lady's house because she is sick, and he goes upstairs in the lady room, and Eve stays downstairs. Now, one of the times when Eve is with her daddy, this man comes up to him and is like, if you ever talk to my wife again, I will kill you. Period. Don't come near my wife. So it is, basically believed that the daddy, I think his name is Louis, is sleeping with the female patients. And so he's not only cheating on his wife, he's committing a ethical crime as well. So Eve is pissed about this, and so she goes to the market or whatever and finds this lady back here. Now let me tell you, I have been to New Orleans. This place is in New Orleans. I do not play around. I'm very intrigued, but also very respectful. I don't play around. So this little heifer thinks that she thinks she's gonna get a voodoo doll. So she talks to this lady not knowing nothing about it, and ends up getting to where she puts a curse on her daddy. She's thinking she's going to get a voodoo doll that she can control, but the lady puts a curse on her daddy, and she ends up having visions or whatever. So she also has a vision because Moselle, the aunt, who is believed to also have stuff, she is basically she believes she's cursed, and every man that she falls in love with dies. And Eve actually has a vision of the third husband dying. So they both have this spiritual connection, and now Eve done cursed the daddy or whatever. Cicely ends up coming out and basically telling them that the daddy also touched her, inappropriately. So all this stuff is going down, and the daddy does end up going back to that lady house, and the husband does kill him. And, I think Eve is, around, she tries to stop it, and she can't, and yeah, he ends up getting shot, and he's killed. And this is the scene that we actually get right after that, her with all of her babies. And what ends up happening is the daddy does leave a letter for Moselle, the aunt, which basically explains everything that really happened with Cicely was that he did not do anything to her. So he was cheating on his wife, but he did not do anything to his daughter. Actually, it's a little bit of an electric complex. Cicely is going through puberty, and she tried to kiss her daddy, and he was drunk, and he slapped her girl, don't do that. And it went left, but he did not assault his daughter, and he had wrote a letter about that. And because she has this sight or whatever, Eve is able to connect with Cicely, see what really happened, and we end the movie with them having this little bit of connection. So I mean, it really is this is a good movie or whatever. Again, a story of children being in adult conversation when they don't need to be, not really understanding the complexities of the world. It also is a story about a girl blossoming into adulthood. Electric complexes are very very, very prevalent. That is a Freudian thing, and it should be discussed more, but Yeah, I mean, I think, like, again, this is another one of those black movies that we grew up watching, and I feel like I need to watch it again because, like I said, I haven't seen it in a long time, and as an adult, I really need to, like, put eyes on it and, like, put my, like, adult thinking cap to this because it's just very interesting. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring that movie back up. I'll see y'all later.